There's he pulled a fast one over my
He
eyes. It is
pulled
the
it.
20 of CGMX Rose on pole. Okay, so yeah, we got the 20 of Rose on pole. They're going to take their pace lap. Looks like it's the 48 to the outside. Then we got the 11 of Ingles with the 13 of Rowdy. Then we got the 42 of Amore Smoke with the 47 of I'm sorry, no, 36 of Boehner. And then the 88 of Dohar with Sledgehammer right behind, or outside of him, rather. You got the one and only NNR GP, or God Power, if none of y'all are familiar with that. Then you got the 2 of Stout Whiskey, my pick to take it all. You got 34 Stay Finesse. He's been really, really strong as of late. Last week's winner. Then you got the 24 NNR Coe rocking the City 24 old Days of Thunder paint scheme. You got the 95 of Kamal with the Dumont Jets. The 9 of Carroll rocking the Hooters colors. 17 of Sully. Again, a lot of them for this guy. You got the 35 of Dan the Lawn Man with the 12 of Knights. Then you got the 6 of Heated Snowman. 21 of JCX 12. 37 of Pro Viper. 4 of Natty Dread. 22 of the ever famous J-Pot. 38 of NNR Mountain. Guy that's making all those great clips for us. Thank you, Mountain. You got the 8 of NNR Smitty and the 19 of Striker. We went all the way through the field as we're getting ready to take it green, HD.
Yeah, and green flags in the air here at Michigan International Speedway with a young gun, CGMX Rose, and that 20 Toyota Camry Craftsman machine on the inside. The Aviator, that 48 on the outside of them, as he's going to get single filed for the top 2 positions, 2 wide, battling for third.
Yep, out for third between the 11 of Ingalls and the 13 of Rowdy. We'll have to see how that works because we all know just how much this draft means at Michigan. It'll pull an entire pack around like what we saw happen with the trucks and the little packs that were formed during the race. Looks like a little bit of a challenge here between the 11 and the 48.
Yeah, 48 up on the outside, gets pushed up there. That's going to be the 11 of Ingalls moving up to P2. Rowdy's underneath that 48 of the Aviator for P3. CGMX Rose is still your current race leader behind these guys. It is a wad of cars because they are 15 rows. How about, 15 cars packed in here. And Pete, we got a lead change already coming out of 2.
11 pulled that power move. He just dropped it to the white line, gassed it, got underneath the 20. 20 had no say, could not block it, no chance. Put the 20 back to 3P. P3, excuse me. Your dark horse, God Power, puts that car in P2 now.
Yeah, I'm trying to cycle up through the field real quick. Yeah, the 11 of Ingalls has got about a 5-car length lead on that 1 of God Power. Right behind God Power is going to be that 13 of Rowdy. So my 2 picks on Wednesday night's running good, running in the top 3. But as we know, Pete, this draft here at Michigan, Ingalls is going to go nowhere. This 1 of God Power is going to get a huge run down the backstretch, coming all the way through turns 3 and 4. I expect a move coming down to turn 1 for a new leader.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. He's going to definitely have a really, really strong pull as they come over, especially with God Power having a real big push from the 13 of Rowdy right behind. Here he comes all over that back bumper. Both going to go down low, hit that little bit of the apron, going through the center of the front stretch. God Power's going to try to look wide. Ingalls went up to get a good run into the corner, but ended up scraping the wall a little bit. Rowdy's now underneath the 1.
Yeah, there's that 13 up underneath the 1 of God Power after he got into the wall going into turn 1. So they're going to battle side by side with the 36 of Boehner right up on Rowdy's bumper. There's that 34 Stay Finesse up on the outside as well, running inside the top 5.
You want to talk about how far or how much the draft means at this place. Boehner started in mid-pack. He was kind of towards the end of the introductions there, and here he is now challenging for P3 already. So Stay Finesse obviously has a strong car. Rowdy's got a strong car. We got a challenge for the lead.
Yeah, we're 2 by 2 coming out of turn 2. Down the backstretch, we got that 13 of Rowdy up underneath the 11 of Ingalls with the 34 of Stay Finesse pushing him. But look no farther because there's that 88 of Dohar running at P5 behind. Dohar's going to be that 42 of Amore Smoke. And Pete, we're 3 wide coming out of front stretch.
3 wide, 2 rows deep. That was amazing until the 42 of more smoke thought better of it. Says, nah, I probably better not try that if I need a good entry going into 1 and 2. This track is so fast. As they come off 3 and 4, they're already thinking about the next corner, where they got to be, who they want to be behind, who's going to help them most to advance their position. More smoke now right behind the 88, and he's got the 36 of Boehner right behind him. At 1 lap ago, we were talking about Boehner pushing the leader of God Power to P1. Here he is now back in P7. That's how quick things change.
Yeah, and up towards the front, Pete, we got a new race leader on the inside of the 11 of Ingalls. It is going to be that 1 of God Power leading his first lap tonight at Michigan International Speedway with the 34 of Stay Finesse. Moving up to P2 on the inside of the 11 of Ingalls. And Pete, Stay Finesse is running on a little bit of high drive after winning at Charlotte Motor Speedway last week. Here he is running well yet again inside the top 5.
Yeah, Stay Finesse, he's another Pro League hopeful, HD, and his name showed up quite often at the top 25 of everyone that ran, whether it was at Charlotte or Bristol or ISM or Daytona. He was always up there. No surprise to see him running really, really strong here in NNR also.
Yeah, Rowdy was actually looking there low, down in the turns. One got a little bit too low, checked up out of it. That was a good, smart move from him. He didn't want to dive it too far in there, wash up the track, take the guy out above him. So smart move. Rowdy's going to move back to P3, but here we go. Yet again, Pete, battle for the race leader. What a God Power. Down low in turns 3 with the 13 of Rowdy a toe, but the 34 Stay Finesse as they're 2x2 coming down the front stretch.
God Power could not have chosen a better time to take that draft or that pull that he had off the 11 to duck down underneath, get into a good entrance into turn 3, and take that lead. HD, we're swapping leaders like we're giving out candy. This is some really, really great racing.
This is some excellent racing here. Now God Power's out in front. He's got about a 3-car length lead on the 2 behind him that are still going side by side. But behind these guys, look no farther because the 88 of Dohar getting in the mix yet again. He's trying to get up underneath the 13 of Rowdy. And Pete, you know as well as I do, these guys have no love lost for each other. They hate each other. They are enemies out there on the track. And here they are door to door down the front stretch into turn 1.
Yeah, the 11 of Ingalls just took a move from the book of God Power and took that draft, that slingshot, and was able to work his way on by. And it looks like the 34 is going to follow the 11 with the after opening up that hole. And they're both no, God Power had just enough momentum to keep the 34 at bay. But here comes the 88 looking low on the 1.
Yeah, 88 down underneath that 34 of Stay Finesse. One of God Power up on the outside of the 11 of Ingalls. And I'll tell you right now that one of God Power is very, very strong on the outside. Like I said, we went about 10 laps in practice side by side. He's got a car to go up there. He's got a car to contend. Only problem is there's a line underneath, and they look like Thomas the choo-choo train. And the 11 is the leader right there with the 88 right behind him.
Yeah, the 11, the 88, the 1, the 13. Here, I've been on board with the 34 here. Stay Finesse right behind them. You got the 36 of Boehner, then the 42 of More Smoke. After More Smoke, there's a little bit of a gap, and it's actually going back to none other than the 9 car of Carroll. And Carroll's got the 2 car of Stout Whiskey right with him. So big showing by the 9 tonight as well.
And there's a big push actually down the front stretch by the 88 of Dohar on the 11 of Ingalls. He's going to push him clear to the race lead as he's going to go side by side for second place, wash up the track. And that's a good checkup right there from the 88 of the Dohar. And that's going to leave him single file 1 through 3 down the backstretch.
Yeah, first 2/3 single file kind of going through the field here. As always, you got Cole 315 checking into chat, wondering where his good old buddy, the 22 of J-Paw is. J-Paw is right now battling with the 38 of NNR Mountain, the 47 of Pro Viper. 47 of Sledgehammer, rather. Pro Viper's the 37. One day I'll get those numbers straight. But, yeah, Cole, there's your J-Paw Army General, I guess you could say.
And with these guys getting pretty racy, look behind them now. There is now a pack of 10-plus cars in this front lead pack. Like you said, behind these guys is about a pack of another 10 cars. They're about 20 car lengths back from each other, but getting back up to the front here, the one Goppower, excuse me, I can't really talk right now. The one Goppower is your current race leader. Ingall's running at P2, and I think we got our first pit stops underway here tonight, Pete. One's going down.
Definitely saw the one of God Power like throw it into the pits. I don't know if we're actually getting to the point of the race where if he started on a higher preset, he's going to start getting really, really loose, or what that was, because that was a pretty abrasive, entry into the pits. Tonight they don't have to follow the apron around 3 and 4. They just got to kind of do what the 11 of Ingall's doing right now. Kind of say, hey, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be taking it to the pits and kind of. Oh boy, 11's lucky he was able to hold that. That could have been really bad. So I think we're going to have a few pitters here right now.
Yeah, we got about 4 cars going down to 13 around, and someone's actually going through the grass. It looks like that's going to 95 James Kamal. That's a tough break for him. And actually, that is way more than 4 cars. We got about 10-plus cars coming down with the 13 Rowdy leading this pack.
Yeah, 13 Rowdy's leading them all in. And I tell you what, they are all nose to tail. None of them is willing to give an inch. They figure, get in as quick as I can. Hopefully they end up with that 14.2 pit stop. Come on out right where they were. Whole lot of contact on pit road. You got to love the RNG of this game. But, man, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of strategy they play. I'm going to pull up Boehner's stream right now and get us a lap count as he comes across the start-finish line time round. Right now he's showing in P27, and we know that's not right. I'm guessing that's just because maybe he either ran into trouble, maybe he missed a pit, not quite sure. His fuel light is not on, so I'm guessing he did pit. Maybe got a black flag. I'm not really sure, so I'll try pulling up a more stream and once he comes off pit road.
Yeah, as they come off of pit road, one of Goppower picked up a lot of time. He's got about a 10-plus car length lead on second place, which actually is currently a side-by-side battle with the 9 of Carroll. If I'm not mistaken, my eyes moving up to P2. Look out, people, because Carroll is on the move, and there's that 24 of Coey as well. Rounding out your top 3. The only problem with Goppower right now that I see, Pete, is he's all by his lonesome. He is going just about full throttle, and he is using a ton of gas to where these guys behind him are able to let up just a bit. Maybe that's why Rowdy let these guys go just in front of him so he can possibly save that one more lap of fuel.
I was just talking about Boehner, and one thing I don't like Mixer for is I'm talking about him here in 27th, and his stream is still on last week's race. So that is not going to work. Let me go ahead and refresh that. I will go off of more smoke. We've got 12 laps left in stage 1. Gotta love when that happens. Yeah, not so much. But let's get back to it. More Smoke's back in P13 where he had pit right from like P7. But yeah, you were right about Rowdy. He's not Rowdy. Carroll. He is absolutely right there in the thick of things, looking under the 13 of Rowdy.
Yeah, he's actually up right behind Rowdy as they come out of turn 4 down the front stretch. Now sitting in P2 actually is going to be that 24 Coey. And I said if he wins, he better give me a shout out. Here he is running well tonight at Michigan International Speedway down behind Coey. They're going to go side by side for P3 with the 88 of Dohar picking up a ton of ground. He's actually going to get up underneath Coey coming down the backstretch. Look out, the 2 Stout Whiskey is in the mix as well.
Yeah, 2 Stout Whiskey's in the mix as well. And that 8 right now of Smitty is lagging pretty hard. I'm hoping that the damage that's now on the 42 of More Smoke is not from the 8's lag. He was kind of rubber banding back and forth. Cars looked a little sideways and all that. So looks good right now, but they're definitely going to have to keep an eye on that 8 car.
As they go possibly 2-3 wide down the front stretch into turn 1. Looking up in front of these guys is still the 1 of Goppower's got about a 10 car length lead. If I'm not mistaken, that lead is definitely shrinking just a bit. But with these guys racing as hard as they are, maybe Goppower will actually pick up stage number 1. And here it is, Stout Whiskey trying to pick up P2 on Coey.
Yeah, I'm actually on the hood view of the one of God Power looking backwards, and yeah, he's at right about just past the entrance of pit road when they're still going through 3 and 4. So he's got a very, very great lead. I'm guessing when he went in, he maybe just took right side tires and a can and a half of fuel. That was it. Short, took a much shorter pit stop to gain the advantage. Maybe he didn't like all that traffic he was having to work his way through. Easiest way to grab 10 extra bonus points. God Power could have faked out here.
Yeah, 34 is Stay Finesse dropping out of this pack. I think he's had a huge lag spike and actually killed the 11 of Ingals. Luckily, the 11 of Ingals was still able to stay with the pack, so Stay Finesse is dropping back due to lag, if I'm not mistaken, as they are still trying to battle it out for P2. We got the 11 of Ingals now right on the Tua Stout Whiskey's bumper, bobbing and weaving, look like Mike Tyson in the boxing ring, but that Tua is able to hold him off.
Yeah, Two's been able to hold him off, but he's not going to be able to hold off the 24 of Coey with a huge charge on the outside. A big shove from the 88 of Dohar. The Two's got the 11 of Ingles right behind. 13's going to look low to stay right behind the 11. They're going to be too wide coming off 3 and 4.
Yeah, Coey up on the outside. Right behind Coey is going to be that 88 of Dohar. Now there is a 3-car train down low on the inside, so I don't know the math that well, Pete, but I think 3 is bigger than 2. I think the inside is going to prevail. I think that 2 a Stout Whiskey will clear Coey off of turn 2, which it is starting to look like, in the 11 may do so as well.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, 2 kind of looks like a boss, leading this pack of 4, sometimes 5, right behind him, going down low, keeping up high. Big power move by the 24 of Coey. Going to get to the inside of the 2. Can he hold it without washing up? A little bit of contact there between the 20 and 11. That's going to push the 2 up high. Try to keep that off the wall, coming back down in front of the 35 of Dan the Lawn Man. But they were all holding together. Another reason these guys all got golden hands.
Woo! I think Stout Whiskey is going to be a little bit upset after that move from the 24 of Coey. But the biggest winner out of all that's going to be the 13 of Rowdy, because he's going to clear Coey coming out of turn 2 down the backstretch. We got the 88 of Dohar now looking low. Battle for third as that one of God Power still out in front. He's extended his lead, Pete. I think you can just put it in the books now. God Power for stage number 1.
Yeah, God Power's pretty much got that locked down, as it looks like I think we got it right about 5 or 4 laps to go. The 13 in front of the 24. The 11's back there. There's the, I think that's the, who is that back there? Is that the 35 of Dan the Lawman that we saw going? No, that was the 95 of Kamal we saw going through the grass as they were going through their green flag pit stop. But this line of 5 or 6 cars, they're being caught back up again by the 34 of Boehner and the 2-car of Stout Whiskey. Stout's got a good drafting partner to pull his way back up there.
Yeah, as we go through turns 3 and 4 in the second pack with Rowdy leaving it. If I'm not mistaken, I think 13 and the 24 of Kobe are actually teammates. I could be wrong, but Kobe looks to be working with him. He doesn't look to want to pass. He's pushing Rowdy down the front stretch in the turns 1 and 2. But, Pete, I think it's a little bit too late if they want to try and catch that one.
Yeah, the one's just now coming out of 1 and 2 as the Moore's smoke is just now exiting, and the Moore's about 5 or 6 cars back. They are gaining time, I'm pretty sure, but I don't think they're going to have enough, as we had 4 to go, so we're coming to 3 to go right now.
Yeah, 3 to go in stage number 1. I think these guys are going to be good to make it to the end with the fuel they got. Someone out in chat asked how long they can make it on tires. You can make it a whole run on tires. Tires aren't really the issue. The only issue is who can possibly save that one lap more than everybody else, and that may be the difference on who wins this thing, as Pete is starting to battle up here in the second pack. We're looking too wide down the backstretch into 3.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm actually watching Coey right now, and he's trying ultra aggressive or defensive, I should say, keeping the 11 pinched down in the low line, not really allowing him to get a big run, kind of blocking his move. He doesn't want to give up any more positions. Coey's in a great place right now to gain quite a few stage points, but nobody's going to gain as much as the one of God Power. Two to
As
go.
they come down into turns 1 and 2. Yep, 2 to go. That time by 13 Rowdy still leading this second pack. 24 Coey running P3 with the 11 of Ingles getting a little bit loosey-goosey out of turn 2 down the backstretch. That's going to move Dohar up to P4. The 11 back to P5 with the 35 Dan, the lawman running at P6. 1 lap to go here in stage number 1. White flags in the air to end it.
Yep, white flag. So they'll see the green and white checkered flag next, and unless something really happens with that one, maybe he blows a left front, which I don't really see happening, or runs out of gas.
That's the one's out of gas. The one is out of gas down in turns 1 and 2. He is out. So here's the battle for stage number 1. 13 Rowdy leading this puppy down into turns 3 and 4. 24 Coey trying to catch him with a good run. Here he comes. They're possibly going to go side by side on the exit. Rowdy looking to block, though. Rowdy, Pete, I think Rowdy's got it with ease. The one that got power out of gas.
Yeah, I kind of called that. I said he either took just 1 can or maybe 1.5 and just right side tires to get that great lead that he had. It was a great attempt, but if he's going to do something like that, he had to go 1 lap further. But when you do something like that, you risk actually losing the draft. So he had to try. It was a great attempt by him. Can't fault him for it at all. Great racing.
Yeah, and you also can't help to think that the fact that he is by himself, I mentioned it when this after the first green flag pit stop of the day and the end of stage number 1. I said he's by himself. These guys, yeah, they're racing, but they're also saving fuel. He was about 3/4 of the track away from being able to make it to the end. So I cannot help to think if that is a big learning experience from the one of God Power. He has the car to win it. He is super fast. He's got to put that one in the memory bank as we're about to go green flags in the air this time for stage number 2.
Yep, stage number 2, we're going to have the 13 Rowdy, your stage 1 winner, with the 24 Coey to his outside, so no change in position right there. Behind the 13, you got the 88 of Dohar, and the 34 is Stay Finesse. Then you got the 11 of Ingalls, and the 35 of Dan the Lawman. So your top 6 right now are really going to dig into 1 and 2. And I tell you what, I think that help that you gave Coey with his shifter meant a whole lot to him. He just powered his way on by the 13 on the outside without any help. Even though you see the 34 Stay Finessed out there right now, Coey took that lead all on his own.
Yeah, he better thank me. He better not yell at me from the rest of the season after getting that little tidbit on the shifter, because that definitely helped him. He well cleared Rowdy coming off of turn 2. Coey leading the first lap here in stage 2 as they go 2 wide for P2.
Yes, too wide for P2 between the 13 and the 34, 88 and the 34, 11, and then you got the 38 of Mountain up here. Good to see Mountain. And you know what? I'm going to get onto the hood view of the 24 right now, looking back. And actually, I'll stay right here on the 13 of Rowdy. And as we come to the start-finish line, let's do a little bit of a crank it up section. Go ahead. Turn it up, guys. All right, guys. Yeah, quick lap and a half with the 13 of Rowdy looking right ahead to the 24 of Coey, pushing him down the straightaways, giving him a little bit of a shot getting into the corners. Rowdy's doing everything that he can to help his teammate Coey out. not really trying to pass, just kind of keeping nose to tail, keep that draft as the 8 of Dohar's now able to catch up. And here comes the 21 of JCX12 up to P4 right behind the 88 of Dohar.
Yeah, JCX12 is making moves, moving up aside the top 5. 88 of Dohar underneath that 13 of Rowdy as they're coming out of the backstretch. Actually checked out of it. Rowdy with a good run. And Pete, I really do think this 24 and 13 are working together. 13's not really trying to dive bomb them into the corners. He's pushing them as we see Coey could possibly have the car to win this baby tonight in Michigan.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, it's all about the clean air. And now it looks like the 13's going to have a little bit of a challenge from the 88 of Dohar. Did not want to see that. Coey came down to block. Going to get a great turn into turn 1 and 2. 88's going to be able to dive just a little bit lower. 13's going to stick with his boss man, though, coming off 2. The 21 of JCX12 is going to get up there also. That's going to leave the 88 all by himself. Now, 21 ducked down. 2x2 for the lead.
Yeah, we got the 24 of Coey able to edge Dohar as they went through turns 3 and 4. Coey's actually going to dip down low. The block, Dohar's going to undercut him. Coey's going to try and go up. A little bit too late there as we're 3 wide for the race lead down the front stretch.
Woo, that was close. Almost 3 wide. Now they're 2x2, 4 rows deep. Man, HD, they're getting after you. Would think that we're like 10 laps to go here in stage 3. But no, we're only like the start of stage 2. Can you imagine if it's like this right now, what it's going to be like, 100 or whatever, 100 laps from now? It's going to be phenomenal all over the place. I can't wait, but I'm not rushing it. I am enjoying a bit of it.
Yeah.
USA Greatness, thank you for the bit, sir.
There's a wreck. Yep, caution's out. There was a wreck towards the back coming down the back stretch there in the turn 3. Someone washed up into the track. But you said it, man. They are racing hard. That's the first one tonight, and we may see a few more from the way these boys were just racing a minute ago.
HD, I'm actually working up a sweat here. This is a phenomenal racing. Back and forth, side to side, 3 wide, 4 wide, down low, up high. Who's going to go with who? Man, why can't we? I would be great. I'm perfectly content to run Michigan for 36 races.
Man, I want to get out there on the track with these guys.
I would love for you to do that.
I want to get out there. I want to see what these guys got. Like I said, guys, More Smoke's actually running my setup tonight. He came to me, he's like, HD, man, I know you're so fast. How do you do it? I was like, buddy, come here. Let me show you a thing or two. And he's out there running good, actually running in P3. Here up towards the front as green flags in the air yet again at Michigan International Speedway with JCX12, and that 21 Ford Mustang is your race leader. Dohar on the outside of him.
Yeah, Hoglicker's got to be loving what he's seeing right now. The 21 JCX12, he's got that 21 Wood Brothers Ford up front. Fast. I know he's got a great setup. He's got a lot of good teammates to work with. Alpha Wolf, I completely agree with you. Exciting racing. Jay Dizzo, this is on Xbox. Yeah, this is Xbox. This is NASCAR Heat's premier preset league. As looks like got another caution out. As you said, HD, cautions breed cautions.
They breed cautions, but these guys, they need to get together, man. It's still stage 2. This is not the end of the race. There's still a show to put on. They showed it in stage 1. They can go caution free, and that is what they did. Yes, I know laps are winding down. Yes, I know every position counts, but there is still going to be well over 50 laps to go before the winner is decided tonight.
Yeah, there's definitely got to be, there's 17 left to go here in stage 2, which reminds me, guys, I've got a brand new segment to show you during stage 2 that was cooked up by our very NNR Mountain. I talked a few weeks ago about a car that was going to be up for grabs if we had more than 50 people in chat, and he put together a little clip giving a little bit more detail about that. So stay tuned for between stages 2 and 3. I'll show that information for you. But yep, we are back under green with the 11 of Ingalls right behind the 21 of JCX12, and he's got the 42 of More Smoke to his outside. 24 of Coey with the 47 of Sledgehammer, and then the 19 of Striker having a great run tonight as well.
Yeah, we're starting to see some people that were towards the back trickle towards the front as they're going 3 wide, hit 4 wide, actually,
4 wide
excuse
for
me,
the lead.
at a turn 4 down the front stretch. The 11 of Ingles with the power move as they go down into turn 1, 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, starting back from P2.
Man, I don't even know where to begin, HD. This is phenomenal. You see the 42 of More Smoke trying to get the lead for the first time tonight. He's still got a little bit of an arrow shove from the 21 of JCX12, but right now the 24's got a bumper full of the 11 of Ingles, giving him a big shove through 3 and 4. 42 of More Smoke's going to stay down low. Here comes Striker to P3. You're trying to anyway.
Yeah, look above Striker. That's going to be the young gun, CJMX Rose, working his way back up inside the top 5 for, you guessed it, from qualifying on the pole yet again. Nothing changes. His name's just engraved in there. There's contact coming down into turn 1 in this wide of cars, while the 11 of Ingles is still your race leader.
11 of Ingles still your race leader. 24 Coe got a great big run off of turn 2. He's going to be able to pull a little bit closer to the back bumper of that 11. The 19 of Striker pushed Coe all the way down the back stretch. Now Coe's got the 42 of More Smoke, and I believe that's the one of God Power down low. Yep, that was the one of God Power down low. He decided to wash up a little bit high. First through fifth, now all nose to tail.
Yeah, they're nose to tail, but you know it will not stay that way for very long as they go through turns 1 and 2. We got CJMX Rose on the outside. On the inside of him is going to be the 42 of More Smoke. Now that one of God Power starting to work his way back up towards the front after running out of gas in stage 1. He had that puppy one last lap, turns 1 and 2. Started stuttering just a bit, lost it, but here he is showing his strength, working his way up inside the top 5.
Yep, and he's got a great pusher back there. Striker got himself a brand new wheel. I think he got one of those G920s, and he's been very happy with it since. 3 wide for the lead.
Yeah, but we're 3 wide, and now's the young gun making a power move right there, coming down the front stretch into turn 1. New race leader tonight's going to be the 20 of CJMX Rose. Now we got a battle for second down the backstretch.
The push that the one of God Power.
3 wide, excuse me, 3 wide yet again. The 11 of Ingles said, no, not today, young buck. I'm going by. I think the laps are winding down in stage 2. This may be towards the end because they are side by side for the race lead.
Yeah, side by side for the race lead. I'm watching the feed from More Smoke right now, and we've got 8 laps remaining in this. They know just how important stage points are. You know, we've seen a couple have some really poor finishes, but yet because of the stage points, they stay really, really competitive as far as the points go. As again, 3 wide, 1, the 42, and the 11 going into 3 and 4.
Yeah, they're 3 wide, coming through turns 3 and 4 to one of God Power. Down low, 42 of them, More Smoke, stuck in the middle, trying to side draft contact.
Whoa!
There just a bit, coming down on front stretch with 7 to go in stage number 2.
I don't know about you, HD, but if I was in this right now, my knees would be shaking, my palms would be sweaty, that I'd have a death grip on that wheel. But these guys are making it look flawless as a 4 wide.
Yeah, they're 3 wide there yet again, and 13 around. He's going to go around as there's contact coming out of turn 2. Down the backstretch, they're still bumping doors. I don't think the caution is going to fly.
I don't think so either. We saw that on Sunday and also on Tuesday night where someone got spun going down the backstretch, ended up off the track, so the caution did not come out. We stayed green. Same thing tonight. Should be coming to right around 6 to go here, HD.
That's 6 to go in stage number 2. Now the front 5 are all single filed out. Gat just a bit. We got the one of God Power still leading this puppy. He's led the most laps tonight so far. Running in P2 is going to be the 11 of Ingles. He's been strong. Running in P3 is going to be the 19 of Striker. P4 is going to be the 42 of More Smoke. And behind these guys, they're going 2 wide with the 2 of Stout Whiskey and a 36 of Boehner on top of him.
Yeah, Stout Whiskey and actually Coe just made a bit of contact. Stout got really, really loose coming off of turn 2 and door slammed the 24 Coe. I know he didn't mean it. He was all in just correcting himself on the wheel, and Coe ended up going for a long ride through the apron on the backstretch. I think 24 will be able to recoup that. I'm sure he's happy that stage 2 is going to be coming to a close here. He'll gain a lot of that time back, but right now these leaders are still charging for it. You see the 1 and the 11.
Yeah, and if I'm the 11, actually, I'm actually working with the 1 here just a bit. With 4 laps to go in stage number 2, I don't think you want to start racing. You got about a 5-car length gap between you and third place. I think if you push them, you can keep that gap and you make the move coming through turns 3 and 4 on the very last lap, and it looks like they are working together, and I think that is going to be a strategy.
Yeah, that is honestly the best strategy. Although you see the 11, well, he might have just gotten a better arc or a better turn off, and I'm sorry, center off and through the exit of the corner. Definitely saw him pull under the 1 there as the 1 washed up high, but it could have been just the 1 trying to keep the momentum in the car instead of cutting that wheel ultra sharp, wearing a little bit more on that tires. But right now with the end of the stage the end of the stage getting closer, it doesn't matter, man. Gas it and go.
Yeah, coming to 3 to go. The 11 of Ingles actually washed up pretty high at a turn 4. Lost the draft completely with the 1 of God Power. Maybe he's in save mode. He's backing his puppy up to the second pack. We've seen this before in stage 1. The 1 of God Power all by himself, but last time he ran out of fuel. Will he do it again? This time by it should be 2 to go.
Yeah, if I don't foresee God Power running out of fuel this time. So if it stays the way it is, God Power is going to get max pointer in stage 2 with the 11 right behind. Then I believe that's the 42 of Amore Smoke, followed closely by the 88 of Dohar, the 19 of Striker, and I think that's the 36 of Boehner, pretty close behind. No, it's actually the 2-car Stout Whiskey. But right now it's all about the 1.
Yeah, it's all about the 1. He's got a well over a 5-car length lead. We'll call it 8. Coming down a backstretch. Now the 11 of Ingles actually starting to stretch it just a bit on that 42-car of More Smoke. And the 42-car of More Smoke just got dive bomb down into turns 3 and 4. He's going to lose 2 positions and some, because that's that 88 of Dohar moving up the P3, if I'm not mistaken. Pete, white flag in the air for stage 2.
You got it, exactly. White flag. Next flag they'll see will be the green and white checker, and I'm watching a few of these guys showing their fuel light on. So it's going to be really, really close, I think, yet again. As you see, the
11 is out. The 11 is out of fuel.
Yep.
Yep, these guys are all going to be cutting it close.
Yep, 42 is going to be close. The 2 is going to be close. The 1 is going to be very close. Now I'm seeing, man, it's gonna be great. But hey, the 1 was able to get it done this time. Congratulations on your second stage win. I'm sorry, your first.
They're still racing.
Stage win. Second stage. Yeah, you know what I mean. God Power. Congrats on your stage win. But as I was saying, guys, the one and only NNR Mountain created a new video for us, so we'll go ahead and take a look at that. We talked about a car we were giving away. Here you go.
Hey NNR fans, get your hands on this Lowe's Motor Speedway 50th anniversary diecast that's signed by track owner Bruton Smith by watching repeats broadcast on Twitch. If we get over 50 live viewers on any stream, the diecast will be unlocked. The winner will then be determined by a trivia question selected by repeats. First to answer adds this sweet ride to their collection. Thanks for being the best fans around.
Well, there you go, guys. And you didn't miss anything at all. We're going to be back on track. I'm going to bring us up to our leaders. It looks like it's going to be the 1 of God Power, 2 of Stout Whiskey, 88 of Dohar, 48 of the Aviator. Really haven't talked a whole lot about him. The 95 of James Kamal, and the 22 of J-Paw. For all you Paw Army fans out there, he's starting off P6 right here.
Yeah, J-Paw Army going wild, running inside the top 10, just outside the top 5, as they are 2 by 2 by 2 as far as the eye can see. Coming down the backstretch, the 1 of God Power getting a push for the 95 of James Kamal down into turn 3.
Yeah, Kamal sent out, I don't remember if he sent me a tweet or if it was something on Facebook or what, but he said he was going to have a hell of a piece. Right now, he's been right around mid-pack. Here he is now at the top of everything, hoping he can get this up and going. The Cup guys, they run what is it, three or four times wear, I believe. It's man, I know it's more than 2 times wear, but they run 50% races with full damage on. Dizzo, I hope that answers your question. But yeah, these guys get after every week. Please make your way up there, smash that follow button, subscribe if you can, support this our NNR community. Make sure you hit the notifications so every time we go live, you don't miss a lap. These guys are the best. It looks like even the best can have a caution.
I'm not really too sure what the caution's out for. It wasn't in the top 20, I don't think.
Nope, I don't think so either. Alpha Wolf, I agree with you 100%. Very nail biting. If I was out here like HD was earlier during their practice sessions, I would white knuckle, holding my breath, going through the corners. It'd be nuts.
If I was out there, I'd be leading this baby.
You know what, HD? Why don't you think about running? No, you can't run Talladega because it's in the chase. But maybe we can get you in a car here, and we can kind of do an in-race reporter kind of thing. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
It would be interesting. I will say that. But Pete, we're about to go green here yet again in stage number 3, the final stage, trying to get towards the front. And look right there, it's your pick, the 36 of Boehner, leading this bad boy with a 38 on the outside of him. 2 Stout Whiskey running in P3. 95 of James Kamal running in P4 behind James Kamal is going to be the 88 of Dohar, rounding out your top 5 as we're single file. Oh, nope. James Kamal thought better of it. Side draft in the 2 down the backstretch.
Yeah, trying to side draft, like you said, the 2 is Stout Whiskey. Actually, both of my picks, my main pick and my dark horse pick, are running in the top 3 or top 4 right now. I'm loving this, but what was really nice to see was the 38 of NNR Mountain restarting this on the outside pole. If he can keep this going, he'll have a great points night. But like he's 36 of Boehner, taking these guys to green. Now my 2 picks. First and second battle side by side going through 1 and 2. The 95 of Kamal is going to try to make this 3 wide with the 88 of Dohar right behind him.
Yeah, they're going to go 3 wide down a backstretch. 95 getting a little bit loose, but he's still there as he checks up out of it. 88 of Dohar on the outside of him. And behind these guys, I don't know how wide they are. It looks like they're 4 wide. Battling it out there for 5th place, coming through turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, 3 and 4 back. They thought better of it. A little bit of contact there between the 95 and the 1, but 2's down low. He's got a big push from the 22 and J-Pa. Jay getting a big push from the 21 of JCX12. So bottom line's looking really, really stout. Up top, you got the 36 of Boehner, 88 of Dohar, and the 95 of Kamal. So neither line has any kind of a slouch, but it looks like it's going to be the 2 to take the point off of 2.
Yeah, the 2 of Stout Whiskey prevailed that time by. Now behind Stout Whiskey is going to be that 22 J-Paul. Behind J-Paul is going to be the 21 of JCX12. Up there on the high side is going to be the 36 of Boehner. Now just on the outside of the 22 of Stout Whiskey, leading his first laps tonight here at Michigan. And it's a good time to do it in the final stage, Pete. They are 2 by 2 as far as the eye can see, coming down the front stretch, coming through turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, it looks like the 36 of Boehner got kind of washed up track a little bit. The 21 might have checked up just a little bit too much or got tight going into the corner with the draft that he had. That's going to make Boehner drop from like 2nd all the way back to, I'd say, like easy 10th or 11th. So kind of a rough transition for Boehner, but with the car that he had, I'm sure he'll make his way back up top as quick as possible. 21 and the 88 are now
no farther,
side by side, and the 22 to the point.
That J-Paul Army going wild right now because the 22 is your race leader, leading that last lap time by. 88 of Dohar running in P2 side by side with the 21 of JCX12 as they go down the backstretch. Still out here in front is going to be that 22 of J-Paul. Running in P5 is going to be the 19 of Striker. They're 3 wide as that 21 gets pushed up out of line.
Yeah, 3 wide, right behind the 88 of Dohar. Dohar trying to keep.
Oh, big contact down the front stretch.
Oh,
The
they
11
are all
hard
over
into
the place.
There's a huge wreck. There's the big one. Caution should be out.
Caution is out, fellas. Caution, caution, caution. Man, so let's take another quick commercial break, HD. I think you need a shot of your Deer Park water, and I got my Mountain Dew right here. Let's take a look at the NNR shopping line, shall we?
Hey NNR fans, are you looking for a way to rep your favorite NASCAR Heat preset league on Xbox Live? Look no further. Just go to nnrleague.com, scroll down to the Zazzle tab, and see what we have to offer. From t-shirts to hoodies to clocks, we have everything you need to show your support. Thanks for being the best fans, and we hope to see you at the track repping that NNR red.
All right, that is over and done with. So now we got 22 of J-Pa up front, 88 of Dohar to his outside, 19 of Striker starting or restarting P3, 47 of Sledgehammer in P4. I think that's the 2-car Stout Whiskey, and they are already jumbled up. I couldn't tell you who started in P6. It could have been the 95, or it could have been the 34 Stay Finessed.
Well, if it was the 95, he's actually currently running in P5. So I'm assuming he was down on the inside, started in P7. 34 was up on the outside because that is how they run. Currently going through turns 3 and 4, but looking out in front, still your race leader is going to be the 22 of J. Paul after the last caution. 88 of Dohar, though, man, he's been having a good night. You know, we called his name here and there, but here he is running P2 yet again. He's been in the top 3 all night long.
Yeah, Dohar has absolutely been running really, really strong tonight. You got the 2 up here, you got the 95, you got the 10, you got the 47, but right now it's all about the 22. HD, when was the last time you recall this many lead changes?
And that Charlotte race we had was pretty damn good.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right. We absolutely had a lot of lead changes. Looks like Dohar's going to be able to grab that lead from the 22, and behind him they are wide.
Yeah, Dohar out to the race lead. I think that is his first laps led tonight, but here comes Striker diving it down into the turns 1 and 2. He's going to have to check up, wash up the track as they go 3 wide for a second there for just a moment as they're 3 wide for the race lead down the backstretch. 47 of Sledgehammer, 2 of Stout Whiskey, and the 88 of Dohar going through turns 3 and 4.
This is phenomenal. I don't know how many laps they can keep this up, but they are doing an amazing job. Ladies and gents, this is why NNR is the best preset league on NASCAR Heat 4, period. There's no competition. Yeah, there's a lot of setup leagues out there and whatnot that all claim to be the best. You can't get better than these guys right here. It's not happening. And you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't be prouder to be affiliated with any other community at all. I'm glad that you're here with me, HD. This is just great racing all the way around.
Oh, it's the best racing, I think. As looking out front, though, he had a 47 of Sledgehammer leading his first lap of the night. So, it looks like there's going to be another big one towards the back of the pack. I think that was a 12 of Knights getting involved in about 3 others. And that's the caution. It is out. And we got a lap count.
Yeah, absolutely. We can definitely check on that. I would imagine that Coey is probably in here now saying, all right, guys, settle it down. Looks like we've won. I'm not sure if it's right now or what, but when right now it's showing 21 to go. I'm not sure if that's before or after the caution, but either way,
it's
that's
before.
That's kind
so
of
there'll probably be like 19, 18 to go. And Pete, you said, Coey saying, let's settle it down, guys. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen with under 20.
You're probably right. And you know what? I just realized that this whole stream, I didn't have the cup points going. I didn't have the NNR information going. I didn't have any of that going. I was so excited to get this going. But here you go, guys. It's back up and going for you. Now you know who you're watching. You want to reach out to us on Twitter. There's our Twitter handle. HD Motorsports. Reach out to the one and only. Mine's there as well, nnrleague.com. Now you know where to find us.
Yeah, green flags in air here yet again with the 47, a Sledgehammer. Leading this baby on the outside. He's going to be the 34, a Stay Finesse. There's that 88 of Dohar running in P3 on the outside of Dohar. It's going to be the 2, a Stout Whiskey with the 42 of a More Smoke. Rounding out your top 5 as they come down the backstretch. Here we are. Still, we got a train. There's the 13 of Rowdy Pete. Looking to make it 3 wide down the inside.
Yeah, Rowdy had some issues earlier where he got spun out going down the backstretch. Here he is, powered his way back up through the field, probably with the help of a couple cautions, maybe stayed out where others pit or something like that, not 100% sure. Dohar now checking to the inside of the 47, a little bit of contact between the two, but Dohar's going to be able to prevail, keep the lead. 47 back to...
And a 47 took orbit. On my screen, it was like the NASA Blast. I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm surprised it didn't bring the caution out because they are still under green with the 1 of God Power out to the race lead.
Yep, actually back there with the 47 now. He's just now getting that car righted. He was in the middle of the track. All kinds of damage to the front end of that car. Kind of a poor situation right now, but like you said, the 1 of God Power got him back up and going. He is in the lead, but under threat from the 95 of James Kamal in that Dumont Jets Levine family racing machine. Here he goes.
I think the Pro League paint scheme would look better on him tonight. But yeah, here he is running down low, battling side by side with the 1 of God Power. God Power up on the outside is going to be able to pull a little reverse slide job right there on him. He's going to slide down just in front of him through turns 3 and 4. Clear him off of turn 4 down the front stretch.
Yeah, and you talk about that Pro League paint scheme on that 95, the Procore Toyota. Guys, out there in chat.
Oh, Rowdy washing back up on the
he
track.
got planted in the wall.
Yeah, that's going to bring caution. There we go.
That will absolutely bring the caution. I mean, Rowdy got put in the wall and his car stuck. It didn't bounce off. It didn't do anything. It was planted into that car. But yeah, guys, when you're going through your car selections, which driver you want to go, head on over to that 95 Procore Toyota and take a look at the.
Don't tell people. No one wants to drive that, man. Look at here,
they
man.
gotta love it though.
I think that's the J Mac actually out there in the chat right there with laps winding down in the NNR Racing League. Pete, if we can get a lap count, that would be great. We got to be, about 14 to go with that 1 of God Power out in front.
Yeah, God Power has been out front, not only right now, but very often. Showed to be very, very strong. He took stage 2, almost took stage 1, but ran out of gas coming to it. Right now I'm on the 20 car CGMX Rose, and the 9 car of Carroll is going to take us green.
Yeah, green flags in air here yet again at Michigan International Speedway with the 9 of Carroll playing the pitch strategy with the 20 of CGMX Rose. On the outside of him, the 1 of God Power. He's going to try and power through turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, God Power's going to try to keep that down low. He's going to be able to get underneath the 20 of CGMX Rose, your pole sitter, not only for tonight, but pretty much every race this season. One car's going to be able to get underneath that 9. 9 let that bottom line go, and the one's going to get a big push from that 95 of Jake Kamal all over again. Right there with the 8 car is Smitty right behind the 95. 21 of JCX12 behind, and they're 2 wide.
Yeah, the 9 car really washed up the track there quite a bit. Coming out of turns 4, he lost a ton of ground, dropping outside the top 10. But there is that 1 of God Power, who I think actually has the strongest car tonight, and my dark horse to win this baby, leading it down the backstretch, playing protecting that inside line.
Yeah, God Power's still keeping it down low. He has some help, but the top line has some help as well. You got the 20 CGMX Rose, followed right behind by the 24 of Coe, and then the 34 is Stay Finesse. More cars, though, on the bottom line, so that line will prevail. Dohar is now pushing all the way past the 20 CGMX Rose, right behind the 2 cars, Stout Whiskey. In front of Stout, you got the 21 of JCX12, but still, it's all about that 1 car trying to hold off the 95 of Kamal.
Yeah, on the outside, actually. James Kamal is on the outside of the one there. The door down the backstretch into turn 3. That 21 making a 3 wide there for a minute. Another 3 wide for P2 to a Stout Whiskey down low coming off of turn 4. Side by side with the 21 of JCX 12. Still your race leader with under 10 to go here at Michigan.
You called it right there as they crossed the start-finish line. That mark 10 to go. So these guys have been busy all race long. I don't anticipate them letting up at all. I just saw the 13 of Rowdy was parked. I'm guessing that last slide he took did a little bit more damage. Maybe couldn't get it back to snuff. But man, right now the 1 and the 2 car. Both of my picks. No, I'm sorry. I picked the 2 and the 36 gainer. You chose the 1. So right now our picks are nose to tail.
Caution's out
Caution.
as well. Yeah, I'm not really too sure what that was for. Wasn't in the top 15. I would definitely say with under 10 to go, Pete, I think that's going to put us around 6, 7 laps before this puppy takes the checkered flag. And I'm liking my pick so far. That one of God Power is running well. He's running strong out front. Pete, do you take tires, though? That is a big question.
Do you even pit? I mean, man, under 10 to go. There was a caution not too long ago. I'm sure you probably, well, it might have been iffy whether you were able to make it or not, because I think when we took the green, there were 21 to go. I don't think we've tried to push the cars that far in a stage. They've always kind of cut it right in half. So, man, whatever these guys pick, this is why they're in the series. We'll have to see.
It's going to be a tough one. I think a lot of people actually stayed out because still your race leader is going to be the one that got power. On the outside of him is going to be the 2 Stout Whiskey. Running in P3 is going to be the 17.
Sully.
On the outside of him is going to be the 24 Coey with that newfound shifter with a good launch on the outside as they're going side by side through turns 1 and 2 for the race lead.
Yep, side by side for first, side by side for second. Then you got the 38 of Mountain Rockin' P5 right there. You got the 19 of Striker inside him trying to make up some spots. But right now, side by side for the lead, the number 1 and 2 cars. Your pick versus my pick. Who do you got? Come on.
Well, I got my pick. I ain't gonna pick your guy, Pete. We got the same person you think I am, as there is that one that got power running strong off of turns 4. He's got about a 3 car length lead with, I think, this time by should be 5 to go.
Yeah, and the guy that's making all the waves right now, the guy that took the Xfinity race win just on Tuesday night, that 17 of Sully, showing a lot of promise at the end of the race, just like he did on Tuesday night. They are 4 wide for P2.
Yeah, they're 4 wide for P2 with that 24 of Coey. Down low, that 42 of more smoke on the high side is going to be able to prevail. He should jump low in turns 3 and 4. Didn't get it done. Look out, because Coey is coming through the field.
Yeah, Coey's coming up. 42 of more smoke's going to pull outside the 1 to challenge him. A little bit of side draft that pulled the 1 back just a little bit, and we've got a caution.
Caution. It should be a green-white checker, I think.
I will, let's see, let me get over to a more speed. I'm probably going to be right. Laps remaining 3. I think you're right there, man.
How many green-white checkers are we having? This is going to be insane. I mean, we're going to see 5 wide. I guarantee we're going to see someone dive below the apron trying to pull a slide job coming off one of these corners. But I think when they go green, it's going to be the 1 of God Power. Your race leader, 42 of a more smoke, should be on the outside of him. I think the 24 Coey now is going to be P3, and I think that's going to be a strong starting position for him as we get ready to go green. Nope. I think Coey might have took tires or something. Pete, take it away.
Yeah, you got the 1 of God Power, 42 of a more smoke to the outside, 88 of Dohar starting P3, 95 of James Kamal. Good to see him running really strong tonight. The 24 of Coey starting P5. Outside him is the 20 of the young gun, CGMX Rose, with the 21 of JCX12. Then the 19 of Striker. That's like 1st through 8th right there. God Power's going to have a really strong run going through 1 and 2. 88 of Dohar is going to give him a big shove. 20 of CGMX Rose giving Dohar a big shot. Dohar might try to look underneath the 1. Thought better of it. Amore and Smoke and the 1 are side by side. 88 to 95 and the 20. You're door to door to door going through, coming 3 wide off turn 4.
Yeah, there's a more smoke with the power move on the outside of the one of God Power crossing the line right now. White flags in the airs are wrecking towards the back of the pack. They're able to hold it together. 88 of Dohar with the 20 of CJ Rose battling for second, coming off of turn 2 down the backstretch.
Yep. Right now, More Smoke's got the field right where he wants him. He just got to hold the 88 of Dohar at bay. You know, Dohar has been really, really strong holding that white line all the way through. Now, Dohar's got a little bit of help from the 21 of JCX 12. Dohar down low at 42, staying in the middle line. Who's going to go with the 42? Who's going to go with the 1?
3 1, 2
Oh, it might be.
4
Oh,
1.
look at the
Holy
21.
smokes,
Oh, wow.
with the
What a
race
finish.
lead. What a finish. They were 4 wide coming off of turn 4. I think Dohar got it done.
Holy cow.
You could not ask for a better finish.
Oh, no, we couldn't. I tell you what, man, 42 of a More Smoke. I don't know where we're going to have to really watch this back. I want to thank everybody. At one point, our viewers were up to 35 people. I want to thank you all. We saw a great race tonight. Now we're going to get our top 3 over into the booth. We're going to interview them, talk to them about their race, see what they thought of all the great action we saw on track tonight. Man, HD, I don't know who got second, who got third.
I'm recording that from my view. Give me a minute. I gotta record that so I can have that.
HD, I did it without doing fuel mileage.
Dude, I saw you. I don't even know what to say right now.
I did
Dohar
it, man.
is your race leader. I think CGMX Rose came in third. JCX
No, fourth.
Fourth. I don't even know what happened. They were 4 wide, man. What a finish.
Man. All right,
JC or Moore were the top 3. Oh my goodness.
I thought I had it because I thought I had fresher tires, but Moore put me in the wall going into one, so it kind of ruined my chances. But
well, man,
I don't know what to say, Pete, man. That was you cannot draw that up any better than what just happened, what we just witnessed here in NNR. No Name Racing League. This is the Cup Series on Thursday night. What a wild one at Michigan. I don't even know who finished third. Actually, Rose finished fourth. We might as well just interview all 4 of these guys because they were 4 wide. Rose, you got a copy?
yes, I do.
Man, so take me off from the start of the race. You got the pole yet again. No surprise. I bet my house on it. I don't even own a house, and I came out a winner. Might as well engrave your name on the pole position trophy for the rest of the season. Take me through your race.
Started out trying to save gas to make it that first stage, and it kind of put me in a little bit of a hole, and I just had to work out of it all race, and I got back up there. I had a chance, and that's all I could ask for at the end there. It's just a draft track. It's whatever.
All right, man. So I got to know, coming down towards the wire, that last green, white, checkered situation, you were sitting about what, 8th place, somewhere around there. You're able to make your way through the pack. Take me through those 2 laps.
Yeah, I restarted 6th, and I had fresher tires than everybody, so I'll stick it up top, and I got all the way up to the outside of a mark on the white, but he kind of put me in the wall, and it kind of ruined my chance. Whatever, we'll take 4th. It was a chaotic race, to say the least.
Definitely chaotic without a doubt, but still a good, strong run for you. Be able to be in that photo. You know, I don't know if you can blame that on Moore, man. There are 4 wide. There's chaos all over the place. I think that was good, strong racing from everybody, but still, hey, got a top 5 finish. And Pete, why don't you go ahead and take third?
I'm not even sure who I'm talking to right now.
I don't know.
Was it JC or was it?
It was
Let
me.
me get a
JC
more.
got second.
Yeah, let me get a
JC
more.
got
Let me get a
second.
more.
All right, go ahead.
More, you're doing me wrong, man. That's my setup, dude. Why don't you win? I thought you had it.
I think I plugged it in. If the caution didn't come out when I was outside the GP, I had enough space, and I didn't have to deal with people getting into my draft there. I took low fuel, and then the caution come out and it put me on the outside, and it just got bunched up. And I was trying to block both lanes and got into Rose just a little bit there, but I mean, the whole night, man. I mean, my heart was racing from the drop of the green flag. Everybody in the whole league did an amazing job tonight, racing around each other. I'm so proud of the guys that I raced with, and going to my third year in this league, and it's just a hell of a race, man. It's just so much fun to race around these guys.
I'm out of breath, man. Honestly, man. Through this entire race, there was just excitement all over the place. Without a doubt, man, this has to be the most lead changes I have ever seen in a league ever. I mean, Dohar, I think just about everybody led last one. I mean, Carroll, man, Carroll was up here running strong, running in P2 at times. Kobe as well, running strong, leading a lot of laps.
Of good cars.
Everybody was great, and just to end it that way, 4 wide was amazing.
So, yeah, man, it was an unbelievable finish. I mean, at one point, I think the leader was like 0.8 seconds for me, and I was 17th. I was like, "What? How am I 17th right now?" I'm like, I could see the leader going into right here in front of me. Just so many people wadded up in one pack. It was just so hard to go places, and just amazing racing. Honestly, man, just so proud of the guys I raced with.
All right, man,
the best there is on Xbox and more. I couldn't agree with you more.
Yep.
I love it, man. I come here to broadcast, so it's nice for stuff like that, man. Should I throw any quick shout outs?
Yeah, man. Shout out to you guys for broadcasting every week, man. I know that takes a lot of your guys' time and whatnot, and I'm just happy to go back and watch these races and listen to you guys talk about us.
Yeah, man, that, and when I walk out of my apartment, my neighbors look at me like, this guy's a freaking weirdo. Every Thursday night, he's just yelling in there. He lives by himself. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but he's just yelling all the time. 3 wide, 2 wide. Oh, my God, what a wreck. And they just find him a freaking weirdo, man. But no, man, I'm happy to be here broadcasting this league. It's NNR. It's honestly probably my favorite league. Very hard.
Shout out your setup too, man. It was out there.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that more.
JC, right. You got your ears on.
Yeah, I do got my ears on. What's up, man? I don't get to come in here like.
I'm glad to see you, man. I tell you what, you had Hog Liquor in here and all those guys pulling for you, wondering where you're at, and now I don't see him, man. So I'm guessing. I'm hoping your friends didn't give up on you. I sure as hell didn't. It's great to see you, buddy. Congrats on your P2. You were strong. We saw you giving a lot of shoves. Saw you leading laps. Talk us through your race, man.
Thank you, Pete. Man, so just first of all, that finish right there, I was around Amore and Dohar a lot of the race, and it was a lot of fun being around them because I felt comfortable racing right next to them. Man, we come off turn 4, and I thought, okay, I could shoot the middle right here. I got a little bit of a run, and then the car kind of loosened up a little bit, and so I just slung it low and just hoped that I didn't go through the grass, and Dohar allowed me to get down there, and so he could have put me in the grass, but he didn't. I don't know how it looked from the booth, but man, on the track it was crazy.
Oh, you wait and see. Go back and watch, and you'll see.
Oh, I will.
Absolutely, man. This is going to do wonders. Where did you finish in your first 2 stages?
I had to start 19th, and that's the thing is I had to work my way from the back. But I think stage 1 I finished 8th, and then stage 2 I got 6th. Since I missed the last 2 races, I'm kind of need those stage points.
Well, man, 2nd place tonight. 1st place. Is this first time in the booth?
This year, yeah, I think so.
Well, man, congrats. I'm guessing you're picking up that momentum right where you need it to be. That 21 car looked really, really strong on track. And you got any shout-outs, man?
Yeah, first of all, I gotta thank Kelly for doing what he does, and Stouts, he's a big help too. HD, Pete, you guys, Carol, my team owner, Natty, my teammate, Striker, Outlaw. Man, we just got a lot of good folks around here. I'm just glad to be a part of it.
Well, we're definitely glad to have you, man. And then HD, you get to talk to your good old buddy.
Dohar, man. From me not really even liking you, I don't even know why I even talk to you still, to going to a bar at Charlotte, to you now winning 2 NNR races. I mean, I don't even know what the freak is saying, man. What a finish, man. Take me through your race.
Hey, man. Well, overall, first for starters, I got to thank Amor Smoke. It was his setup. He put it together. We made some changes throughout the race. We were talking back and forth. So I think it was your setup. So maybe I should
Yeah. I
thank
don't
you
want to cut you
instead.
off,
But
but yeah, you gotta change that whole.
yeah, but once
Okay.
Amor and I kind of got the car settled in and we tweaked it, it was a fantastic car. It was so fast. That first run, we were just saving the gas like everybody else, but we were still up front there. Got third in stage one, got second in stage two. We thought we had a shot to win it, but God Power saved enough gas. And then in the final stage, man, it was just the gloves were off for everybody. Everybody was just racing super hard, super clean. We were getting into each other, but nobody was really getting mad at each other. And then when that second to last caution came out, a bunch of us pitted and a bunch of guys stayed out, and we restarted like 15th with the more. And we just got our way to the front. And then that caution came out for overtime. And I knew Amore probably had it because I was going to be stuck behind God Power, just had the older tires. But once I was able to clear him and kind of put him 3 wide with the 20, I was just trying to guide Amore because we knew the 20 had about as fast a car as us. So trying to get Amore to block the 20. And then I said going into three, I said, this is yours. If you don't hit the apron, it's yours. And he went into turn 3 and he hit the apron. So I knew, I was like, I got to go under you here. And we were side by side, and I was so focused on side drafting him, I didn't even see the 21 coming in my mirror and down on the bottom on the on the little on the flat there. But I was glad we just had enough momentum to stay in front of the 42 and the 20, and then the 21 as he came along. But just wow, fantastic racing! Shout out to all those guys because that was super clean. None of us put each other on the wall or rubbed each other too hard there coming to the line at four abreast. So can't ask for anything better than that. But to win a race on speed in one of these things is huge. So Rowdy, you can't say anything bad about me anymore. I won a race on speed. So you got to take that one and you got to eat that, unfortunately, buddy. Sorry about it. Rose, same thing. I won one of these things on speed. I was up front all day, super fast, put in the work and effort, and it paid off huge. So shout out again to Moore, Aviator, Viper, my teammates. Fantastic job. Shout out to Kobe for, again, allowing me to run in this and take part in this fantastic organization y'all got. Pete, you and HD, you guys do a fabulous job up there. I can't wait to watch this race back, and I'm going to watch the whole darn thing because it was quite a show.
I don't even gotta ask Dohart any more questions. He just pretty much answered everything on the fly. I don't even know what to ask him now.
Interview 101.
All right, no, Dohart, man, congratulations. So you got 2 wins now. You got 1 at Richmond. You picked it up tonight. Man, it's gonna be I can't wait for the chase. I think we've got like 7 races left. Next week we've got Iowa. We're gonna go back to high line, low line, wherever you can get it to go. But man, congrats on your second win of the season, man.
Thanks, Pete. Thank you, HD.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. And everybody out there in chat, make sure to tune in Sunday night, if I'm not mistaken, for the Battle of the Leagues. I'm not really too sure if there's any name for that. I know Dohar, NNR, all your favorite people are going to be there, shake and bake, in it to win it. It's going to be a great time. And me and Zane up in the booth, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, and it's all to help. What is that? Extra Life for Kids with the Michael Levine, I think is like the competition director for Levine Family Racing. We talked about the 95 earlier and the Procore Toyota and all that. If you were a follower of Matt DiBenedetto last year, or if you're following Christopher Bell this year, the Levine Family Racing, that actual team, Michael Levine will be in the booth with Zane and the one and only HD Motorsports for that whole race. It's going to be a lot of hard racing. It's for a great cause, helping kids. Yeah, absolutely. Make sure to tune in. NNR will be live that night, but you know what? For that purpose, I'll kind of take a back seat. I expect all y'all to be over there. You can always go back and watch the truck race a little bit later on that night. But as for me, guys, I really, really want to say thank you to everybody. I think at one point, like I said, we have 35 or 38 viewers in here. It was overall a great night. USA Greatness, thank you very much for not only the follow, but also the bits. Q, thank you very much for the follow. Hope to catch y'all back. Head on over to the top of your page. Smash that follow. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification so you don't miss a race here with NNR. We'll be back Sunday night. Thank you very much, Deeds, for the follow. We'll be back Sunday night, 9 o'clock in our trucks. but there's a more important race going on with HD and Zane will be calling. Until then, I will catch y'all around the track. Good luck in the Pro League races to come, and yeah, have a great night.